The Roanoke Colony, established by Sir Walter Raleigh, was the site of two attempts to found the first permanent English settlement in North America. But what really happened to the colonists? The first colony was established at Roanoke Island in 1585 as a military outpost, led by Governor Ralph Lane. As we delve into the mystery, we find that the colony was evacuated in 1586, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. What led to the evacuation, and what became of the colonists? The second colony began when a new group of settlers under John White arrived on the island in 1587. White's mission was to establish the city of Raleigh on the Chesapeake Bay, but fate had other plans. As we explore the events leading up to the disappearance of the colonists, we find that White's return to England was delayed, and the colony was left to fend for itself. What challenges did the colonists face, and how did they cope with the harsh environment? A ship in 1590 found the second colony abandoned, with the word Croton carved into the palisade. This cryptic message has sparked speculation and debate among historians. As we examine the evidence, we find that the colonists had left behind few clues, leaving us to wonder what really happened to them. Did they assimilate with the Native American tribes, or did they meet a more sinister fate? The fleet that established the first colony consisted of 7 ships, led by Sir Richard Grenville. The journey was not without its challenges, as the Tiger struck a shoal, ruining most of the food supplies and nearly destroying the ship. As we navigate the complexities of the colony's establishment, we find that the loss of provisions meant that the colony would support far fewer settlers than originally planned. How did the colonists adapt to these challenges, and what impact did it have on their survival? Ralph Lane was appointed governor of the first colony, with Philip Amatus serving as admiral. The colony was founded in 1585, but poor relations with some of the local Native American tribes and a lack of supplies troubled Lane's colony. As we explore the dynamics between the colonists and the Native Americans, we find that the relationship was complex and often tense. How did the colonists interact with the Native Americans, and what impact did it have on their survival? The Outer Banks were explored in 1524 by Giovanni de Verrazzano, who mistook Pamlico Sound for the Pacific Ocean. This early exploration set the stage for later English colonization attempts. As we examine the historical context, we find that Queen Elizabeth I granted a charter to Sir Humphrey Gilbert to explore and colonize territories in 1578. How did this charter impact the establishment of the Roanoke Colony, and what role did it play in the colonization of North America? The Amatus Barlow expedition departed England on April 27, 1584, and made landfall on July 13 at an inlet north of Hatteras Island. The expedition brought back 2 natives, Wanchese and Manteo, who would later play a significant role in the colonization of Roanoke. As we explore the events leading up to the establishment of the colony, we find that the expedition employed a standard route for transatlantic voyages. What did the expedition discover, and how did it impact the colonization of Roanoke? The intended number of colonists was 69, but approximately 600 men were sent in the voyage. About half of the men were intended to remain at the colony, to be followed by a second wave later. As we examine the colonization plans, we find that the colony was founded by Governor Ralph Lane in 1585 on Roanoke Island in present-day Dare County, North Carolina. What challenges did the colonists face, and how did they adapt to the harsh environment? A severe storm off the coast of Portugal separated the Tiger from the rest of the fleet and sank one of the pinnaces. The Tiger made good speed for the Caribbean, arriving at the rendezvous point on May 11, ahead of the other ships. As we navigate the challenges faced by the colonists, we find that the crew of the Tiger built a new pinnace while awaiting the rest of the fleet. What impact did the storm have on the colonization plans, and how did the colonists adapt to the challenges? The colony's top priority would now be to locate a better harbor. John Arundel took command of one of the faster vessels and set sail for England on August 5. As we explore the events leading up to the disappearance of the colonists, we find that the loss of provisions from the Tiger meant that the colony would support far fewer settlers than originally planned. What challenges did the colonists face, and how did they adapt to the harsh environment? Grenville decided that only about 100 men would stay with Lane. The remainder of the fleet never arrived at the rendezvous point, and at least one of the ships encountered difficulties near Jamaica and ran out of supplies. As we examine the challenges faced by the colonists, we find that Red Lion left about 30 men on Croton Island and departed for privateering in Newfoundland. What impact did this have on the colonization plans, and how did the colonists adapt to the challenges? The Anglo-Spanish War delayed White's return to Roanoke until 1590. When he finally arrived, he found the settlement fortified but abandoned. The word Croton carved into the palisade remains a mystery to this day. As we reflect on the events that transpired, we are left with more questions than answers. What really happened to the colonists, and will we ever uncover the truth?